Yes, now blessed now. Don't forget the rest now. Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV, signing in once again. Yo, listening to Devourment today. We're starting from the first record, or at least the first LP, Molesting the Decapitated. Pretty brutal, right? I'm actually quite fortunate that my image here on screen is blocking out some of the album cover, because I don't know if I would get penalised for that, but, well, obviously the Headless Man, I think, should be bad enough as it is, but we're listening to the whole record. I didn't mind Devourment back in the day. I actually got my very first girlfriend in high school to get me a CD. It was Butcher the Week. I think it was the remastered version, 2008 I think it was, if not earlier than that. I think it was a remastered version of Butcher the Week, if that's the name of the title. It definitely had an alternate artwork to it. But all I know is that there's a load of racket, there's a load of noise, and then there's a few tasty slams in here, so we're going to revisit it. To me, in my opinion, this band is overlooked and underrated from the surge of like beatdown-esque, slam-infused bands that at least years ago infested my local circuit. So let's get things going. As always, you're just going to see something pop up in the screen in a moment. You can access all full album listens right now via the link in the description, okay? Don't waste your time waiting for me to upload it song by song over the span of 50 years. Let's engage, let's communicate right now. Click the link. This first one is entitled Festering, Vomitous, Mass. Let's go.
Voices from God is killing people.
Does any Devourment fans know about the record 138? Is that the name of it, 138? Because back in the day when I was downloading like single songs off of LimeWire, I had a couple of tunes off of something entitled, I think Baby Killer was on that, or at least the original recording, which is brutal as hell. That's like the best song they did, in my opinion, from what I've heard so far. Brutality.
These voices from God, these hallucinations, do you still experience them?
Yes, I do.
Often?
Shout out to all the metalheads. You know who you are.
Feel violent?
Yes, I do.
You gotta be a metalhead listening to this.
Killing people.
Wild thing is, right, when I started to get into extreme music, I came across this style of like brutal slamming guttural vocals the same time as I got into, or at least started listening to traditional style of death metal. So to me, traditional death metal vocals and so forth just seem like a weak style of what we're hearing right now. And that sounds ridiculous, but that's just because these two genres overlapped in my musical taste at the exact same time. So actual death metal sounded just really weak and reserved in comparison to the brutal like toilet guttural vocals you hear and stuff like this. The only thing is, at least with traditional vocals, you can fit a sort of lyrical line in here. When it comes to this style of music, and it's, many subgenres and variations, you just sort of go off of vocal patterns as opposed to like actual lyrical content and, melodic value. where the artwork comes from. Absolutely insane. One of the things I remember from this band was the fluster of high intensity, almost random sounding snare hits. Not only the tone of the snare, or the timbre, we would call it, but the rhythmic element of them fast bits. It just sounds like a complete jumble, yet it works out so well. And most of that's to do with just the rotten mess that is the guitar tone and how them guitars sound underneath them fast bits. Let's keep it moving. Track number 2, Postmortal Coprophage. I don't even know. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, people. This is a prog rock epic at 6 minutes 17. Let's keep it moving. Straight into it. No advertisements on these numbers,